back with another video. This is your boy, AJ Phoenix, and with me is JT.
Welcome to Click React. Actually, this is Click Reflect. So this is our podcast that we're doing. It'll be up as a video and
I
also
believe.
episode 3. Yeah. We're just gonna play the little intro at the beginning. Straight into it. Yeah. So we put out our first podcast last week. So that was kind of interesting. Trying to set it all up and learn from it was nightmare. But we got there. So I think we've got like 2 versions of on Spotify because we have to do a video one and an audio one, and it was a bit weird with the software. But we're learning. We've got to learn, and this is how we learn, isn't it? Just by going along with it, going with the flow. Let's say.
That's it.
So that podcast was more a introduction to us doing a podcast. This is actually kind of still learning.
Yeah, still learning. Still going through the flow.
I think one of the hardest things is trying to come up with something to talk about when we have a very small community. We don't really get the questions and stuff like that. So we're having to kind of think up an episode on the spot. So we've got some questions to kind of delve into, but we're just going to have a chat, aren't we, really?
That's it. That's all it is. You're going to get to know a bit more about us as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So one of the things we want to do is obviously we want to keep it on topic with the Click React and Click Reflect sort of vibe, theme, all that kind of thing, where we talk about just grief, things, comfort, anything like that. And one of the things I wanted to ask is, what is your comfort in life? Like, I have music and things like that and TV shows, and I think I know your answer to it, but what is your comfort in life?
Mine would be either playing games like PS5 games or making YouTube videos. That is my most comfort thing.
Yes, and you've got 2 channels other than Click React.
This one that we do
3, but your personal channels, you've got an unboxing and reaction videos and vlogs, and then you've got another one that is
dedicated to gaming.
So which one do you prefer when you're doing, because obviously you're creating content and you said games are in there. So when you're playing games on your own and you're doing your YouTube video, do you prefer that to the live, or do you prefer doing live ones to pre-recorded?
I like a bit of both. I like the interaction of the fans there and then, but I also like the time to play it myself without having any bother. Because sometimes you can have people like, this way you gotta go, this way you gotta go. And I'm like, okay, that's annoying.
Spoil it.
Yeah, but I also like the feedback. It is lovely, but I do like the fact that you can play a game like the old days, use yourself and just enjoy it that way.
Makes sense. I think gaming is another world, isn't it? Where you can kind of escape to and detach yourself from the everyday. So it is a really good way to escape. And you could say films are as well, but sometimes films can enhance the emotion and stuff, and especially what you're watching. Like, I watched Project Hail Mary last night. I messaged you
messaged me about.
You need to watch it. Honestly, I went in. So movies for me are one of my escapes other than music and stuff. And I love putting a film on and just chilling out, watching that and just escaping into another world. And oh my God, Project Hail Mary does that for you. Like but all the emotions in it, honestly, it's funny. You'll be laughing. You'll end up crying. It's amazing, but honestly, it was like a bloody roller coaster.
Sci-fi. You said it was sci-fi. That you not a fan of.
Yeah, I don't normally do sci-fi, so for me to watch that, and I'm fully enjoyed it to the point where I need to buy the book, because that's another escape for me, is just reading books at night. It was incredible.
I really wish I could do that myself.
You can just get a book and read it.
Just the fact that I struggle reading. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
That's the only problem with me.
Talking of books and reading, I'm reading Wreck of the Titan, which you would absolutely love. So we're kind of going off on a tangent, but it's still related. We're talking about things that how we cope and just kind of put the day aside kind of
Yeah,
thing.
the normal.
So Wreck of the Titan, you'll absolutely love this. This was a book that was written 14 years, I believe, before the Titanic. It is almost identical story to the Titanic. It is weird. So it's called the Titan. It's this unsinkable ship.
Which is technically Titanic.
Titanic. It's the same looking thing, and honestly, it hits an iceberg and it
Does the
sinks.
same bloody thing.
It is weird how, I mean, it's only a small book. It's 60 pages, but it's written in like old English because it's like late 1800s.
Or the Victorian
So,
English. Mod.
oh my God, I'm like, even though it's only 60 pages, I'm having to read it like twice to fully understand it.
We don't talk. We don't like
No,
talk like that no more.
no, we've moved on. Like, honestly, when you read it, though, something so poetic in about it. I mean, I don't know if it's just because I don't understand it. It sounds like gobbledygook sometimes, but honestly, it's a fascinating story. Very well written. It is hard going, but I'm really enjoying it. And as
That's
I say,
cool.
that's one of my escapes is a book. Anything that I think you're the same. Anything that takes you somewhere else for a bit. And that's what I got from Project Hail Mary last night. You kind of just escape somewhere and it's really quite fun. Like, it's funny. I really want to talk more about it, so you need to watch it because you'll love it.
You just
I
saw
know
us
you
spoil
will.
it.
The only thing, right, okay, so this will get you hooked on it. Think
Okay.
Short Circuit.
It's only 5.
Yeah, think that.
I'm alive.
I think you'll watch it and you'll go, oh, okay, I can see where you're going with this.
Pineapple, lemons.
So there you go. One of a film I knew AJ would absolutely love. So
Yes.
that's why I
From a
mentioned it.
childhood, yes.
Yes.
They
So
need to do another. They need to do another of that.
Yeah, what was that one that was kind of similar to it, but more gangster and hardcore? Chappie, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
I'm chatty. I'm gonna beat you.
Oh, I need to watch that again. Yeah, so we're kind of going up on one, aren't we, really?
Just a little.
One thing you mentioned, actually, sorry, just to jump in, you mentioned about liking the fact of talking, but also don't like the fact that they're spoiling things, like telling you where to go. But that must mean you're very connected to people as well, that you like the fact that your escape is also part of somebody else's escape.
That's it.
Hence the YouTube and doing all this kind of stuff. That's quite like a nice thing because you're, I guess you're kind of getting it for yourself from it, but you're also dishing it out. If that
As
makes
well.
sense. Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you. What was you going to say?
What was I gonna say?
No.
Screwed me up. Yes. It'll come back to me. But anyway, when I'm playing the games, yeah, and I get that feedback, and then they say, I wish there was more guys like you that played it naturally, none of the like crazy special effects or anything, just played the game as it is. And that says it all there to me. I'm making other people enjoy something that's just normal. I know normal is not a word that we use nowadays, but the standard, how it should be, the standard of things.
Yeah, real. Like,
Yeah.
you just kind of, as I say, it is almost like, again, we've grown up, unfortunately.
Yes.
So,
as you see,
but
right.
back in the day, we used to like come home from school, we'll have a tea, and then
go round
I'd
each
either
other's house.
come round to yours or you'll come round to mine, and we'll play video games. And half the time, we were very much into sort of the horror genre, which was very single player led. You didn't really get the chance to play as a 2-player unless you were playing things like Obscure.
Yeah.
One of
That
our
would I
main
play
games. Yeah.
with you.
We played that one together. But a lot of the time it was a single player game and we're just kind of going around and playing this game and we'd take it in turns. And if we got stuck, we'd pass it over to the other person.
If it was a horror, no.
No, because you wouldn't play them. It was always me and you watched. So I guess what's happened is, though, we've kind of gone into the world of going to work and our time to ourselves isn't really there. And we don't really play games together anymore.
No,
it's not really a thing. So I guess you're kind of reliving that in a way as well.
I am.
So you're kind of having that person sit and watch you play and talk to you. So you're living that
my old
nice,
childhood.
yeah, that nice thing that we used to do, you brought it
That
back in
bond.
some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is lovely to have that people are there watching you. Yeah, you get them coming in and going, but that's just normal. That's life.
Yeah,
People are busy doing the
yeah,
things. But
that's
to
it.
know that I've got that interaction, that says it there.
Yeah, that's cool. One of the other things I wanted to kind of delve into, you talked about people. What's the one thing you wish people talk more about? You said about being real. And I think that brings into this question quite well that we talk about grief and we talk about it quite openly. Is there anything else that you wish people would talk about more? That's a hard question.
Yeah. Just being true to themselves, like honest, mainly.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't I'm not going to swear, BS yourself. Just be honest and true to you so others can see that is honesty. Because if you just spurt out a load of naff, how is that honest to yourself, but then trying to create like a friendship or bond? I know I'm going
yeah.
off on the slight weird spout of it,
No,
but yeah.
no, I think there's a lot of truth in that because one of the things we wanted to do when we set up Click React is make sure that we're not fake. You know,
Yes.
all our stories are close and dear to us, and we're showing a vulnerable side when we do that. We're saying all the heartaches and stuff. And I think we're having conversations that we might not have had. You know, we've been best mates for a long time,
Yeah. Very long.
but I think we've had so much done in our time that I don't know if we'd have been honest with each other. We always are.
Yeah.
But would we have had the difficult conversations we've had without having the cameras on us and kind of forcing us because this is what we said we wanted to do?
That's it. I don't think we would have.
No, I don't either. I think we would have talked, but not as much as we have
Like in
been.
depth, like now, like
Yeah,
we are
I
doing.
think so that's one of the things I'm kind of glad that we've
Doing
stayed
this.
honest and true to.
Yeah.
And I wish people talked about stuff like that more. There are people out there, and we've done some research and seen other YouTubers doing very similar things. But one thing we don't want to do is just kind of
Copy.
yeah, we don't. These are true stories to us, and they mean something. And we're gonna have more. Like, there's
Yeah.
always going to be heartaches. There's always going to be ups. There's always going to be downs. It's the only thing in life.
That's it.
We are prepared to just kind of have the moments and talk about it. And videos will prompt that in some
That's
way. The
true.
music prompts it. So I think it's really good. And I think with YouTube and stuff, there's very much a fakeness out there that
There
could
is.
overtake. There's a persona, and we don't want that for us. We, what you see is what you get, what you hear is what you hear, kind of thing.
That's
That
how it
it's just
should
us.
be. That's how it technically should be. I see so many before I started, like the beginning stages of YouTube, there was so much of this clickbait. You had to like fake things just to get your views or subscribers or attention. Hate that. I really, really hate that. That you've got
Yeah,
to fool people just to watch your videos. No, stop
I
that
think
crap.
that's the weird thing. It's the thing I struggle with doing the thumbnails, to be honest, because you're having to show a reaction in the video that's not 100%
Click.
there. It's got, yeah, and it's a weird one. I don't feel right about it, but I don't know any other way to do it
Because
because you've
that's
got to
how
show
the
a
system
net
wants you to
reaction.
do it.
Yeah,
It's
so the
stupid.
videos have to be honest, but the click through has to kind of be enticing. And that's weird. I don't know how I feel about that. So that's something I've not actually mentioned out loud, even to you, is it really? Of
No.
like brand and stuff. It's interesting, really, when you think about it, because now I'm trying to think, is there another way to do it? And I don't really know. Because I think you have to kind of, as I say, show that overreaction in there.
I've gone through different stages of different styles of thumbnails. And obviously, doing this, reacting to ghost videos now, I see others, they've got like a shot face or anything to represent what that shot is in that video. And I'm thinking, okay, if I didn't show my face, how the hell am I going to represent that thumbnail to people?
Yeah.
It's like you've got
That
to
makes
put
sense.
yourself in that video. Any other video, yeah, like say gameplay, you do not have to have your face in it because the gameplay itself in that thumbnail says that's what's going to happen anyway. But anything that's like a reaction to like Ghost or a reaction trailer, it's like you've got to put yourself in it to represent that trailer or whatever you're
Yes.
reacting to. It's
Yeah.
a silly way of doing things.
And it's the thing as well of what you're talking about. So if you're, so we're not keep pushing clip react, I'm going to use yours as an example.
Okay.
You're reacting to a new trailer that's coming out and you're super excited for the film.
Yeah.
Let's say there's a new Star Wars film, because we were talking about sci-fi. There's a new Star Wars film coming out, and it's got on the thumbnail Luke Skywalker is back, and it's it's like an in-between or something. I don't know, whatever. You see that, you you react to that. Oh my God, like, he's back kind of thing.
Yeah, like,
and you watch
oh,
the
cool.
trailer and you're genuinely excited for it. You then have to show
Excitement.
what happened in that video on a thumbnail, and you got to recreate and almost act like you're super excited and then kind of amplify it because
Yeah.
you need it to be a video of yourself or a photo of yourself for that thumbnail. And then it starts to feel a bit fake.
You got it. Right there.
And then you kind of go, oh, I don't know how I feel about this, because when they watch it, I'm not going to be that excited, or am I? I don't know. But maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's the anticipation of what are they going to react like the thumbnail, or are they just going to be normal?
I
don't know.
had someone message me on Instagram, yeah. You know, one of the shorts I did for one of the trailers, I think it was one of the game trailers or movie trailer. And obviously, I'm not going, "Wah!" like a fucking madman in the video, yeah? I'm just going to react like, oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, that's cool. So I'm not going to go, I'm not going to do anything like that. So I'm just going to be like, that's cool. Yeah, like normal. I'm not going to be freaking myself out.
I'm going to say, I don't think I've ever seen you react that much to something.
No, I don't need to.
No,
Why
you're
do I
not
need to do like everyone else is doing? That's stupid. So when I saw the comment, he says, you do know you've got to react to how you're seeing the video. I was like, no, I don't. Why do I need to do that?
But you are reacting to the video.
Yes, I'm reacting to how I see it, not how I don't want people to see it. I don't want people
to be
to
fake
see
about it.
Yeah, like if I'm going to react to something and I'm falling off the seat, yeah, you're just going to laugh at that, not what you come for. The trailer.
And then
you don't come for me. You come for the trailer because you've seen the trailer.
And you just kind of wanted to see if other people are equally as excited from an honest point of view. And I think with music reactions as well, as is not about overreacting to a song and stuff. You'd see genuine reactions. If I'm hyped by something, I'm genuinely hyped by it because I'm very emotionally led by music. I find I love it. Like I love seeing bands and I love all that kind of thing. So what you see from us is somebody analyzing the video. So it's always the thing I've kind of found a bit weird, actually, is the fact that our channel is about listening to the song, digesting it, and then having a conversation at the end about it. But technically, we are reacting to a song
as we're going through
it. We all go, ooh, and ah, kind of thing. But we're not going to go, oh my God, like all that kind of stuff and go over the top, because
silly.
That's almost making it slapstick. And we are reacting to sometimes very difficult conversations to be had, grief and all that kind of stuff. And if we start going like, oh my God, this is amazing, the best thing I've ever heard, and all this,
send a different message out.
Yeah, that's not what we're here to talk. So our channel probably is a little bit different in some respects, that we're kind of just sitting and vibing to a song and we don't really react. And so the thing I've always struggled with is you kind of forget to react. You go, I am a reaction channel. I have to show some form of visible reaction to it. But you kind of get engrossed, don't you? You're just kind of in the moment.
And that's what so many people, like when I've done these like live streams on, like the game shows that come up, like Xbox showcase and stuff. The interactions after, they've always said, I've liked how you've like reacted to it. You've not just
Yeah.
gone over the top. And
Yeah.
that's what I do. I don't want to be doing none of this like what everyone else is doing on YouTube, because why should I copy?
Yeah, no, that's 100%. Yeah. So I've got a list of some questions and stuff, and we
Go
kind of
for it.
we've touched on some already, but this is going to be hard to ask. Actually, I
Okay.
don't know even to answer. So, what's one life lesson that you've learnt the hard way?
One life lesson that I learnt the hard way.
It's going to be a difficult one.
Losing my mum
Yeah.
and losing my best mate in months prior. Was it months prior? No, a year after each other. And learning how to cope with grief, but then come out stronger. That is the one life lesson I've learnt.
I 100% agree. You said something before when we went to a funeral. We both kind of said it really. We're kind of done with this, aren't we? We're kind of sick of being at that
Funeral.
crematorium.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Too many.
crematorium. Oh, here we are again, kind of thing. And I think it is a thing that happens as you get older. Friendship expands the more you know people from work and things like that, that you will notice it more. And especially as people, family, relatives get older, you will have to deal with it more.
Yeah.
And I think,
Mm. Sorry, John.
no, you go for it.
I think I must have gone through in 1 year 5 deaths in
It's
1 year.
just, yeah. It's, um, it's not easy. It never gets easy. I think the grief is the same of how you feel, but each one is different to a degree. And one of the things I struggle with it, so I think some grief, you kind of, it's going to come at some point. Like my granddad, for example, you know that one's on the cards, especially as you get older and as they get older. You kind of accept it's part of life, and it hurts, but it doesn't hurt as quite as much because I think you've psyched yourself up for
Yeah,
it.
you
It still
know it's
hurts though.
ye
Yeah, and then there's ones that just take you out of the blue,
yes,
and
those
I'm
ones
gonna,
are the painful
yeah,
ones.
they're like your mom, like me with my dad and my sister, and like both of us with Steve. Steve was a weird one because that one I found out on Facebook. So that one kind of like hit in a different way because, you find out stuff through people or just being there. And then sometimes you have ones that creep up like that one did. And I know that one would have been harder for you than it was for me because obviously you were a lot closer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think again, what I want to say is it's a different kind of grief. You grieve the
different.
same, the grieving process is the same, but it's a different kind of hurt. One that's close as a friend, somebody you rely on, and then your mum is completely different to
Yeah,
that because your mum is somebody that you spend more time with, brought you into
that's it.
this world.
Yeah.
Dealing with that and how that affects afterwards is very, very difficult.
When you're a mum's boy,
100%.
the only way I can describe it is in my head, a metaphorical? Is that the right? Yeah,
I don't know.
okay. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah? That bit, that word,
I'll
okay?
try and jump in
Like,
when you
the
as you say it.
theory way, okay? Is imagine you have a soul, you grab it out, you crush it, you stamp on it, and then you tear it all to pieces. And then you've got to try and rebuild all that to make you again. That's the
Yes.
freaking feeling of
That's
what that is.
it's a good analogy for it. And I'm gonna add to that to a degree. If you took your heart and soul and said it was glass or porcelain and you smash it and you glue it back together, you can get it back to the shape it was. And it can visibly be the shape it was. In a shadow, it would look the same. But only when you look at it, you'll notice the chips, all the lines, the scars that are left
So,
based on it.
that
Because
trauma.
it goes back, but it will never look the same. It's
No.
got cracks in it now.
Yes.
It's visibly damaged. and it's more brittle. And
That's it.
I think that's the thing with it. One of the things I kind of life lesson learned the hard way is you just deal with it at the moment. When
Sure,
you're
you've
in
got
that
to do.
situation, you're just kind of an autopilot and you just kind of crack on, and then you deal with the
The
aftermath
aftermath, yeah.
later. And trying to deal with that is very difficult. And when you think you'd be okay with it, something else hits you. Now, it can be small, it can be like, I don't know, as easy as breaking your favorite mug. And that can set you off way more than another big thing happening.
Yeah,
That's the thing I kind of learned is, you can prepare for the worst things and kind of be okay, but when them little things come, they can hit you twice as hard, and you're not really there adapting to them.
that's it
So, if I could offer some advice out to anybody, would be careful of the little things
as
because
well.
sometimes they can build up and hit you as hard. So just kind of take a moment, breathe, and it kind of goes back into our initial opening where we talked about ways to escape and just kind of have a little break. Allow yourself to have them
Yes,
moments that if you
allow.
need, if I don't feel good, and I just want to watch a film or something that's going to make me laugh. So here's one for you. One of my favorite films always makes me laugh, and if I'm in a bad mood, I'll put it on. Some Like It Hot.
Okay,
I absolutely love that
that's
film.
different.
I'll just put it on. It's a comedy film, and from 19 is probably, I don't know if it's a bit older than that.
Yeah,
But you
it
just
is
put it
that
on
old.
and you just it's black and white, and I just absolutely love it. It's just light-hearted fun, and I can be in a better space after. And I know that will help me. And I think that's the thing. If you've got a book that you want to read because you want to
Anything.
escape, you do it. If you want to go just have a bath, you do it. Whatever
That's
you
it.
need in them moments, because we just need to be nicer to ourselves sometimes and allow
We do.
ourselves to. It's almost like having a spa day.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just kind
pamper
of
yourself.
yeah, exactly. So why not? Why not give yourself them moments? Don't be hard on yourself because one
No,
thing in this life is hard. Life is going to get you. So find your way
like a
to kind
test.
of deal with it. If that's going to the gym, go to the gym. If it's doing uh, like my Jess does, jigsaws, do
Yeah,
them.
anything that takes that mind and puts it into a nice, ease, calm state.
Exactly. So that's what you got to do, and you just kind of reset. That's the best thing. Just reset.
You know what mine is?
What's that?
So mine is whenever I'm going through like down days, okay, I would either put Lee Evans on
Yeah, good shout.
or
Yeah.
Florida travel days.
Yes,
That's the
getting ready for the
only,
next.
yes, that's the
Yeah,
only way for me.
I think that's a good thing though, because my Jess does the same. Right, she'll watch Florida vlogs, and I think it's a thing of something else to work towards, like having that goal. Like I think we are goal led in life,
Yeah, we
and
are.
having that kind of aspirations for something is always good. Something to work
You've
towards.
got to have
Uh,
goals.
exactly. I'm gonna last question before we wrap up this show.
I was going to add something else on after.
Oh no, you
Something,
you go you
okay,
go
so
for it. You go for that now.
something that scares me, okay? This you might have not, I don't know if I told you or not, okay? But before my mum passed away, yeah, she was going through a slight illness stage, okay, of not walking right. You probably
Yeah, yeah.
know that bit, don't you? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So my mum, when I was trying to sort my clothes out in my bedroom, my mum came into me and she was tied in my bed, sorting my bed out. Yeah, she came into me, and at this point, she said to me, "Shane, will I ever walk? Great." And I was like, "Yeah, you walk fine." That was the last moment of that I ever heard from my mum. Okay, so that tore me because I said, "Yes, you'll be fine," and then like a few months later, she's not here. Yeah. But in that time a bit, she even said to me as well, when the time for me and your dad no longer here, what would happen to Luke? And I said, you know this bit, okay? I said to my mum, don't worry about that because I'll take on Luke, okay? He'll be my care no matter what. what happens, okay? Okay, so to present day now, okay? Knowing that my mum's gone, yeah? I can't bring that back. That's gone. All I can have is the memories and photos and all that. What terrifies me, freaking terrifies me, is when my dad goes. That freaking terrifies me because I don't know how to cope. Yeah, I've coped with one massive loss with my mum. Soon as my dad's gone, who the hell is going to look after me? Because I'll need it.
Well,
I know I've
I
got the
think, yeah,
power to look after Luke,
yeah,
but I go into like a kid mind state. When I lost my mum, I went into like a kid mind of being back like a child when my mum was looking after me as a kid.
yes.
And I was so innocent like a child. So to try and switch, that's the only thing that's terrifying me right now. I keep seeing it in my head and it freaks me out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of jump in with my own experience and stuff like that, and kind of where I can sympathise with you as best as I can. Obviously, it's different scenarios, but similar sort of thing. First of all, you never be alone. You've got family around, you've got me around, so there's always going to be
Yeah, I
somebody
know
there
that.
to look out for you. So 100% you're not going through it alone. You never will. What I will say is, so I have a very similar fear, but in a different kind of way. So when my dad passed away, I jumped into a role of like logical, what we got to do? How do we
Yeah.
get, you know, all this
Everything's sort of like
sorted?
A, B, C. Yeah.
But yeah, and in the help of my mom. My sister was 11 at the time. So, I mean, she died when she was 20. So she didn't have much longer after, and then she was gone as well. But I've always held in my mind that if anything happened to my mom, I'd have my sister there to help me. And, so it would be just me and her and we'll get it done kind of
Yeah,
thing.
work as
And
a
we can be
team.
there for each other. That's gone and that frightens me. So your frightenedness of being on your own, I can relate to 100%. I can't relate to, and I can understand why you feel alone. So just to give people context, because there might be new listeners and stuff. Um,
I was gonna add something in as well.
yeah, AJ's brother has learning difficulties. He needs a carer to help him out and stuff. So when AJ is saying he's going to be on his own dealing with this, he really is, because even though his brother's there, his brother won't be able to help out in that,
Yeah.
in the same sense. I'm looking to my sister to help, and she's no longer here. AJ's in the same boat in that sense. He's got him there, but he's got to be the carer in that point. So
Like the
that just gives
parent.
you, yeah,
Yeah.
that gives you context behind that.
As
So
well, I'm gonna add in as well.
yeah,
The thing that as me and Luke, when the time dad's no longer here, okay, and we get older and older, me and Luke, yeah, and we get to a point where for me, yeah, this is where it gets tough on me. I have got to do everything in my power, everything to stay fit and healthy because the last thing I want is me to go and Luke is stuck with no one. That I've got to be the one before my brother. No, yeah, I've got to be remaining. If my brother goes before me, yeah, it's upsetting. It will be freaking terrifying,
I know
but
what you're
I
trying to say.
know that I can handle myself. I don't want the other way around.
Yeah, and I get that.
And
100% get that.
that I know is going to come in that future.
Yes, this is the inevitable thing, unfortunately.
And
It's
that
the only
freaks me out.
thing that's sort of a given is, we all go.
We do. It happens. No
But
matter
I,
what.
I think sometimes, you can surprise yourself. And one of the things, going back hard lessons is sometimes you can surprise yourself with how you're going to react to things and hope that it's going to be a good reaction to it. And I think it will, because you have people supporting around you. You're not alone. It's one of the things, just to make clear, nothing you do. So one of the things that I love and hate about when people pass is all these people come out of the woodwork and they offer their support and help, and they are there and they do help.
Yeah,
Eventually, that does disappear,
it does. And goes
and
back to
that
normality.
that's the thing that I find hard is these people are around, but then they're only around temporarily. And that's
Yeah,
one of the things you just need to, if anyone's going through grief and stuff, is these people will go back to normality and they'll wait for you to reach out. So you have to reach out. They're not going to reach out to you. They might do, they might surprise you. Everyone's different. But you have to go, I need help. I'm
yeah. If you
struggling.
don't do that, you're just
People won't
battling
know.
with yourself.
Yeah, people won't know. So just be prepared if anyone is going through anything at the moment. These people, the support that's there at the moment will disappear. It's not gone. It's just hidden a bit because life gets in the way. So reach
So,
out to these people again. I had another question, but I actually think I'm going to save it for the next episode because
okay.
I think it'll unearth a lot more and go deeper again. We're already at 40 odd minutes into the episode. So I think we'll leave that and it gives us some more content to talk about in the next episode as well. So if people want to find out what that question is, be sure to check out the next episode.
Yeah. Hopefully,
Sorry.
you've all enjoyed like a little dive into my fears and stuff and JT's fears.
I think this is good though. We're having these conversations. It's bringing out a conversation that we probably wouldn't normally have.
No.
We don't want to keep this like all these all these episodes of the podcast being the same sort of content. We will mix it up a bit. We'll add some stuff in as we learn and grow.
We would like as well, if there's any questions you want to ask us, so we can then
100%.
respond to those
Yes.
answers.
Yeah, and
Questions,
go
I
in. So if there's any specific questions you want an answer to, even if you just want to delve into more of what we talk about, because we're only surface level. This is the thing. We are always surface level and we could go on and on and on, but
We
we've
could.
got to keep it interesting rather than putting the world to rights, even though
Yeah.
that's healthy to do. So the podcast is going to change. We will kind of mix it up, and not every episode is going to be the same.
That's
If
it.
you want to come along and see how it goes, please, hit the follow, subscribe, wherever the button is for the channel that you're using, whether it's Spotify.
iTunes.
Well, actually, what are we on? Let's just go a bit of a plug. 'Cause some people might
Yeah, we've got
listen
quite
to
a
it
few now.
elsewhere. So obviously, we have our YouTube channel, which is Clip Reacts, where we react to songs of meaning.
Yep.
And they're video based, where you'll be watching us react. We have a podcast on YouTube, which is
Yeah.
this, where you can choose to watch it or you can choose to just give us a listen. We are also on Spotify as Clip Reflex. So the podcast is Clip Reflex, brought to you by Clip React.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the easiest way. So if you want to find us on Spotify, you can do. We are also on Amazon Music as Click Reflex and also Apple Podcast as Click Reflex as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to search them, find the one that's best for you and give us a check, give us a follow or a subscribe, whatever's best, and a comment.
Whatever's easiest for you.
100% appreciate it because it does the channel well. This is new to us when we don't know if people are going to even be interested in listening to us ramble on, but it's just an opportunity to delve in a bit more, and we're going to keep doing it anyway, whether we get one listener or two.
And one listener. That only fan. That one fan.
That one fan, which is our mum and dad.
Stays tuned in for that all that time. Oh, lovely. No, you didn't.
No, it's just another way to kind of hear a bit more.
It opens
don't know.
doors
It's fun
to
for us.
broaden the horizon to more people to listen to.
Exactly, and we
One.
enjoy doing it. Yeah. All right, maybe two.
Get there, that's better.
Maybe two.
One each.
I think three might be pushing it.
Yeah, because there's no 3 people here.
But we hope you enjoyed it. One other thing we'd like to give a little plug to is our merch. We have a merch store, and we sell t-shirts and hoodies at the moment, with the chance that we might expand it at a later date. But at the moment, it's just t-shirts and hoodies for male, female, and I think we've got juniors in
I
there
think
as
we do.
well. So if you would like to support the channel, that would be
Feel
a
free.
massive help. There's no obligation to, but if you want to rock some of our merch, you can find that in the links below. We'll really appreciate it.
Be
And
nice.
if not, we'll catch you in that next video
I
or
hope so.
podcast. Fingers
I'll-
crossed. That one
I-
one
I really love that one, Lister. Maybe two.
maybe two.
I really hope, because I love doing these click reflect episodes as well as I love doing the reaction ones. I love doing these click reflects because it brings stuff out from us that we should be talking about, but we don't.
Yeah. I think
I love
that's a nail on the head. I absolutely love it as well. We have these conversations. I love learning. I love just having a nice chat and a little break. You know what we were saying at the start, where we have our little moments to kind of break out and do something that's comforting? This is it for me.
Yes, this is
So,
it is
you
nice.
know, even if that one listener dropped off, we're still going to do it because we enjoy doing it.
That's it. That is cool. I love it.
Well, guys, we'll catch you in that next episode. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed it. Hope we've made you laugh a little bit while having some deep conversations. And we'll catch you in that next one. Take care.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. See you later, guys.
Bye bye.